All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the New York Jets. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
We play to win. Let's go! We're going to set.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Tight 20, Mike 20. I got it. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Here's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the... First down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
It's a gain of 3. First down, New York.
Mike 51. Yeah, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
To throw is Darnold. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Bell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold is brought in by Jamison Crowder. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mike 20, Mike 20. That's a part of now. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Ready? Mike 20. Ready? Everyone, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. I got you.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Check 31. Check 31.
Get it.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Set. Ready. 70. Indy. 6-6. Pull it high. Bravo.
On first down, Stidham. Here's Sanu on the catch. And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Here we go. 16.
42-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter. Set go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now a first down carry by Bell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On second and 11 now. Darnold goes underneath for Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Darnold. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First down, New York.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Second and 4 at the Patriots.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
You have to get tired of seeing me.
Darnold. This is Bell on the dump off. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Lady. I'm coming after you. Quick. Lady. Quick.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw, Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 13 yards out, and the Jets have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Down Michelle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Stidham now to throw on 3rd down. He's airing it out for Sanu. He's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stidham sets to throw on 1st. Going deep here for Edelman. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michelle. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Jets.
Stidham. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This is fielded at the goal line. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 to make it the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored point,
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Deuce. Pilot, 64, weak. What's the edge? Hey, exit. Get it.
Now Stidham on 1st down. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. Stidham hit, and he lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike. I'm coming. 5.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Ready.
On the ground, this is Michel. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go!
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Darnold completes it. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again is Darnold. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On the catch, it's Crowder. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Get that quarterback. Hey, let's go. Watch out.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
A gain of 12. And the Jets first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Again, Darnold. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Look at this. Oh, he's hit. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. The Jets were 26th in rushing in the NFL last year. That's a big reason they went and signed Bell back on March 13th. And plays like that give them optimism that they can move up the pecking order in the NFL rushing ranks. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. This one caught by Crowder. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Bell. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Switch. Red lady.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Herndon's got it complete. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Break. Hey, we got Mike. General West. Mike 53.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Hey, Alpha. Under crunch. Under crunch. Go.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Stidham. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quentin Williams picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike. Man, I got you.
Deep dribble.
Now it's Stidham. And this one brought in by Sanu. 23 yards the pickup there. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They'll throw on 1st down with Stidham. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Jake 3. 218. Chopper.
On 2nd down now, Huntley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Now it's Stidham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rashawn Perriman, 76 yards. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
80 weapons.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Second down, Stidham to throw. To Michelle on the dump off. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down, and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was a Super Bowl MVP last season.
Six guard. Check six guard.
Off the play fake. Here's Stidham. Here's Sanu on the catch. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Watch the twin.
On first down, Stidham. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jordan Willis able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Intended for Nikhil Harry. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 17.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On the ground is Michel. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
61, Matchbox Lights.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brashad Perriman, 79 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Got it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A big spot now for the rookie Stidham. On the ground, Michel. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Coaching spell. 24. Check 24. Let's go.
Now Stidham on 2nd down. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check 13. Check 13.
Go.
Motion, motion, motion.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Now the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
They'll run it with Bell. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hey, Haywood.
Darnold from the gun. Caught here by Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down throw, Darnold. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Bell. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
57 Mike 57.
Now it's Darnold. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Hey, box truck. Mike 20. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, Mike 20.
Now Darnold. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
We want it. Come to my...
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Check 99.
Stidham to throw it. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
On the set.
It's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Wide. Get wide.
Now Stidham. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Switch.
X3, 218, chopper.
Max 22.
Fine.
Throwing now is Stidham. Got his man, that's Harry. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
53. I'm coming.
Ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
At the Jets' 26-yard line.
So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the kick is good. The young rookie coming through like a 10-year vet. And it'll be a good time in the back bay tonight. The Patriots have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for New England, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.